Hi, I am Osman. I am an energy healer um, on a master level with telepathic capabilities, and I specialize in critical care recovery and terminal illnesses, amongst a host of other psychological, physiological, and even spiritual ailments. And I'm also an advanced level yoga and meditation teacher, having practiced yoga for almost 5 decades and teaching for 44 years. And during that period, I came across multiple masters of different aspects of yoga, and I combined these protocols and simplified it for the 21st century to make one of the most powerful combinations of yoga lessons, especially on the advanced levels and with extensive experience. Visit my website, yogawellness786.com, for more information on my services. Also, remember all my therapies are natural based and not a replacement for medical treatment. So, what is the simplest, most effective yoga method, right? So, in terms of the most simplest method that is effective, all round effective, I would say is the yoga postures, right? And more than breath work, more than meditation, more than Kriya. Kriya is an advanced level, of course, one of the most difficult, but highly effective, but most difficult to attain, right? Not many people is going to be able to attain that level easily. So with the yoga postures, the practicing of the yoga postures, a lot of people don't understand what it does, right? They feel it's just bending and flexing and making yourself flexible. And of course, they understand the scientific evidences that it has got health benefits. Especially, it's the only form of exercise that offers therapy for the vagus nerve and the functioning of your parasympathetic system, as well as improving nerve function, overall calmness, and overall improvement in your health, reduction of cortisol levels, right? The yoga postures, right? So I'm been practicing the Hatha Yoga postures now almost 5 decades. It was the initial type of yoga that I went into and was exposed to, and was the simplest way. And the other methods like pranayama, breath work, and meditation was like a bit complicated for me. I was 10 years old at the time, right? And I tried it, I learned it, but it wasn't very easy, for me. And it was like difficult, for me to maintain. But the postures were easy to do. But the benefits is that it also balances all your energy centers, removes the blockages in your chakras, right? So I understood this, that it actually, I didn't know, there's no one else talking about it, right? That it unblocks your chakras, right? So you're going for all these expensive chakra unblocking sessions and so forth, whereas it happens naturally by just practicing your yoga posture just once a week, right? A minimum once a week, right? You can go to some yoga class or do it in your room and open a blanket or do it on your carpet or just do it on the floor or do it on your bed, right? Most of the postures you can do on your bed, not the dangerous one. There are some advanced ones like, the balancing postures and so forth. Don't do it. Do it on a firm surface and do it under safe instruction of a qualified teacher. And be careful, especially when it comes to the shoulder stand and the headstand, right? Always do it against a wall, always. I'm doing it for almost 5 decades. I don't do off wall. I can balance myself off the wall, right? But I do it. And even when I'm against the wall, I'm barely touching the wall. It's just the edges of my heels. It's just there to know, which is um, how far back I should go and just to keep me aligned, right? But I still use the wall. And I'm very careful on my balancing. And it should not be practiced until you are used to all the other simpler basic yoga postures, because what it does is it increases your internal energy, your life force energy. It releases it. It awakens your life force, dormant life force energy, right? Which is normally only possible through as initiation of a spiritual master. But this automatically gets loosened and released, right? The life force energy. And when it releases, it permeates your body, and your body feels like light as a feather. So for you to go up into headstand, you go up so easily like a feather. And I've been teaching, yoga and meditation for decades, right? For 44 years. And always the students have great difficulty in launching themselves up because the body is very heavy and it's like difficult to launch, and they have so much of difficulty and they kick up so fast and dangerously and can fall to the side and break your neck, right? So it must not be a difficulty. It must be able to like just raise yourself like you're raising a feather. It must be so light and easy, And I just show how I go up and down, up and down, up and down, like this, like how I'm doing my hand. I do that, because my body is so light because of years of practice. So as you practice more and more, your body will become lighter. You feel lighter and feel more energy, and you feel like walking in the air, right? So, and everything is amazing, and your health is improved, and your chakras are, and also you have all the different airways or the air energy called vayus, the pancha vayus, the five vayus, the five winds. Vayu means wind, but it sounds odd to say the word wind. The five air pathways. So there is, your body is made of chemical and air, right? So the air has to intermingle in a certain way and have a certain balance for the liquid to move properly. If there's an imbalance in the amount of air, or the air is stuck, certain blockages of air, it's going to cause an obstruction to how the blood is going to flow and so forth, right? It's a very subtle balance, right? But it balances that, because that gets out of balance. So there are five below your lower part of your body, from your hip downwards, is one, and your core, and your chest, and then your head region, and then your whole body, right? I'm not going to mention all the values and go into that this thing, but it balances. Suffice to say, like when you're doing, like for example, the spinal twist, you're twisting your abdomen, and then you're always going to be belching, after that, because there's excess air that was stuck, and you're releasing it, and you feel sometimes when you become aware of the subtle airways, you feel like a gushing of wind in your ears, right? So that's why they call them winds, right? Like a heavy wind blowing. You feel it when you're holding that posture, and you wait, because I'm aware of the subtle, energies right now. I normally wait in the posture until it stops, and it normally takes about 2 minutes for it to, slow down, and then it's balanced, right? So it goes to that area and it's balancing. So the vayus or the winds are balanced, your energies are balanced, your chakras are unblocked. You're going to feel lighter, you're going to be more flexible, and you're going to be more energized. You feel more energy, you feel calmer, relaxed, more centered, right? And it also awakens your kundalini like nothing else, right? Much easier way. It's very exciting and interesting. And you can go to my website, yogawellness786.com, and download a free 5-minute yoga meditation, right? It's just got the three main postures that you need to focus on initially, which you can practice in your bed for 30 seconds each one, with 30-second break in between. That is 3 minutes. And then a 2-minute, a relaxation or meditation, and start with that, right? So that you incorporate one of the most popular practices in the world. But meditation, I mean, it's not for everyone, and some people don't want to meditate, right? But the postures you're doing, you're creating flexibility and getting a host of other benefits that you don't understand. Just that you're going to feel better, you're going to feel together more balanced, and you will start attracting. The law of attraction is going to work for you, right? You're going to improve the law of attraction for you, right? So it's not like suddenly you're going to get $10 million falling, boom, in front of you, and you're going to have a problem counting it or storing it. That's not going to happen, right? But you're going to find life is improving, things are becoming easier, better, and over medium to long term, you are making more progress with just that one practice, right? So I hope that information helps you. Take care always.